Hello, everyone. It's Miss Yolanda. I am back again with our SYE 2026 Parent Orientation. If you were present with us, that's great. If you just need a couple of reminders of some things that we talked about, you can feel free to watch this again. But this is going to be filled with information about operating in the Summer Youth Enrichment Program 2026 at the Salvation Army. So first of all, I introduced myself, Yolanda Haywood Gross. I'm serving here at the Salvation Army as Programs and Services Chief Administrator. And for this summer, I am serving as our Summer Program Director in the absence of our Youth and Family Education Administrator. So you'll see me around with the students, but there's another face that you'll see, and that's Miss Reg. She is our seasonal site coordinator. You've probably run into her at check-in. So that's who that is. Miss Novita is still around as our program assistant. You've probably talked to her during payments, getting your paperwork in, any of those things. And then we have one other full-time staff person who is Miss Brenda, our reading specialist, who makes sure our students are getting their reading and their literacy hours in this summer. So really quick, our contact information during the program hours is going to be area code 717-893-0773. We do all have phones and extensions, but mostly we're not at our desks. So calling our program phone is going to be the best way that you can get in touch with us. That's the number that's also on the doors at drop off and at before care drop off. All right. We have a full staff. You might have missed meeting them, but we have group leaders from pre-K through 6th grade. So we are full. As a quick reminder, our program purpose is to make sure that we are meeting our students' mind, body, and spirit. So we have academic enrichment, including reading, math, science, arts, to promote new ideas and exploration, encouraging forward thinking. We are getting to the body. So physical activity, dance, healthy habits, nutrition, education, we're hitting all of those things, and we'll hear about some of the particulars a little later. And then by spirit, we do offer Christian education, self-esteem, and creative expression, encouraging respect for all, inclusion, and personal responsibility. Christian education is the one thing that we have in our program that you're able to opt out of. But I tell you, your student will be missing a great time if they are excluded from these particular activities. Our Christian education this year is called Morning Discovery, and it's a whole group activity that we have with our students on Mondays and Wednesdays. So what are your students going to be doing all day? They are going to be involved in agriculture education. They're involved in nutrition education. They're involved in CATCH, which is our physical education, financial literacy, science. They're the Dauphin County Library System, STEM, social emotional learning activities, intervention and prevention activities, which is our Bridging the Gap program. Scholastic Lit Camp is our literacy. 7 Habits of Highly Effective Children, career exploration, and field trips on Friday. We're busy every day from the time that they get dropped off until the time that they're picked up. And we planned to do fun things, enriching things, educating things for them throughout the summer. So we're so excited to have them. Here are the hours of our services. We have before care that starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 8 a.m. So there's some fees associated with that. So if you're a parent who needs to have their student dropped off before our 8 o'clock general entrance time, you'll need to be able to sign up for the before care program. The before care is dropped off at the entrance that is by the gazebo in the front of our building. Then at 8 o'clock, we have our general drop off. So from 8 to 8:30, we're asking students to be dropped off. We offer breakfast every morning. It's a cold breakfast, so they'll have it's cereal and milk. There'll be some fruit. Sometimes there's yogurt. There'll be granola bars, those kind of things. But your student is welcome to bring breakfast if they want to when they come. Again, drop off time and breakfast is from 8 to 8:30. There are fees that are associated with late drop off, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But we're just asking you to make sure that they're here by 8:30 because we start programming then. Staff is in their classrooms, we're moving around, we might not be at the door, and it does cause a little distraction if we have to come to the door after 8:30 or 8:35 for your student. Now, if you are having an appointment or will be late or having traffic problems or anything like that, just call that number 717-893-0773 just to give us a heads up and let us know. Well, breakfast time ends at 8:30. We start doing our classes. Then the next important thing you might want to know about is when your student is going to eat. Lunch for our Kindergarten Readiness Academy, which is our pre-K, is at 11:20 and goes to 12 o'clock. Our kindergarten through third grade eat from 12:15 to 12:45. And then our fourth through sixth grade eats from 12:45 to 1:15. There is lunch provided every day, and there is a menu that is also provided, but you may send lunch with your student. There are no refrigeration or no heating elements for your student's lunch. So we ask that you pack it to keep it cool or keep it warm as appropriate. We will be able to they don't have to carry their lunch bag around all day. We can be able to sit it down in a place where they don't have to take it back and forth. But again, there are no cooling or warming elements for the lunches. And then the next part of the day that will be important for you is our dismissal time. We start dismissal at 3:50 p.m. to 4:15 p.m. After that is our aftercare, which also has fees associated with it, and that's from 4:15 to 6 o'clock p.m. The doors for pickup are at the education entrance. You can pick up students from pre-K to third grade. So that's the door that's going to be by the playground. Our fourth through sixth graders get picked up from the front of the building at the end, again, over by the gazebo. When you come in, you'll see those lines. If you're picking up from pre-K to third, you'll go straight and make a right. If you are picking up fourth to sixth, you'll come in our parking lot and make the left. So we please ask you to abide by that. Also, if you have two siblings, or if you have a set of siblings or family, the younger, say if they're in the fourth grade and kindergarten, they're going to go to the fourth grade exit. So we'll call them and make sure that they get to that door, but you will pick up the oldest student. All right. Our program is only closed one day this year, and that is on Friday, July the 3rd. So as of today, next Friday, we will be closed for the July 4th holiday. Our dress code is not difficult, but we do ask you to abide by it. Program shirts must be worn every day. And we do realize that we had a little bit of an issue and a hiccup with some t-shirts, but that's going to be resolved today. So beginning next week, I do ask that everyone wear their group color. That the shirts may not be cut, tied, painted, or altered in any way. We want them to come the same way that you purchased them. Athletic shorts are recommended, but we do ask that shorts are not really short, that they are appropriate length and fit around the waist for boys and for girls. We ask the number one shoe that we would like our students to wear is a sneaker or an athletic shoe. Crocs are okay. I see them a lot. But what we do not want is slides or flip-flops. We need students' toes and heels covered every day when they come to the program. You can mark your calendar or save the date for Friday, August the 7th From 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we will be showcasing what we learned over the summer, some of the things that we've done. You'll see some of the pictures that we were able to take. So on Friday, August the 7th, which is the last day of the program, please come to 506 South 29th Street from 3 to 5, and we'll be right in our chapel and multipurpose area to be able to celebrate our kids and their accomplishments for the summer. If you have not signed up for ProCare or not downloaded the app, now is the time to do so. It's called ProCare Connect. Be sure to sign up. If you haven't received an invitation, let Miss Novita know and she can send that to you. But that's the best way that we're going to be able to communicate with you. We'll send out newsletters. We send out instant messages, and you can also communicate with us that way. That's even easier than calling the program phone. There are no payments accepted on ProCare. I think you have an option, but we don't take them through there. And I'll tell you what the payment website address is in a few minutes. But again, if you have not received the ProCare invitation, please make sure that you're on our list so you know what's going on in real time. So payments can be made with cash or check at the site or online anytime at https://bit.ly, so that's bit.ly/SYE Payments. Payments are due on Wednesday for the following week. There is a $30 fee for return checks, and we are not able to issue change for cash, so any overpayment will be applied to the next invoice. The payment box is available at pickup or drop off for you to be able to make your payments. And if you have any questions about that, those can be directed to Ms. Novita Moldowski. Again, you can get her at the program phone or at 233-677 extension 123. When you're dropping your student off and when you're considering the morning, please use your assigned entrance and your assigned pickup time. And this year, each parent and each person that's listed on your student's account will receive a PIN, a 4-digit PIN. We are using PINs to clock out. There's no more just saying the name and we're calling them. We're using the PINs. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, anyone who is on your authorized pickup list has a PIN, and they will need to use it. We want to keep our kids as safe as we can. We also want to have a good handle on who picked up and what time they picked up. So please, please, please don't send anybody here without the PIN number, because we'll figure it out, but it does take some time, and you do have the information already. So please make sure that they have it. If your child, before you drop them off, lets you know that they're ill, or if they are exhibiting any symptoms of a fever, a cough, sore throat, any of those things, we're asking that you please keep them at home. If they come here and tell us that they have those things, we're likely going to call you to pick them up anyway. So please, please, please do a health check before you send your students to us. Now, let's get to that late arrival and the late pickup. So we do understand that things do happen, but again, our drop-off times are 8 a.m. to 8:30. If there's any student that is dropped off after the 8:40, so it's a 10-minute window, after 8:40, will be assessed a late drop-off fee unless alternate arrangements were made in advance. The fee for any time after 8:40 a.m. is going to be $5, and that will go directly on your invoice. For the pickup time, if you are not in aftercare, your pickup time is from 3:50 p.m. to 4:15 p.m. If your child needs to be picked up for that before that time, please make the arrangements by calling our program phone, and we'll make sure it happens. For each minute After 4:15, there will be a $1 per child per minute charge. That will also go on your weekly invoice. Your students are permitted to bring a backpack and a water bottle, but we are asking that they don't bring many personal items or things of value to the site. The Salvation Army is not responsible for lost, stolen, or damaged items that were brought from home. In terms of our older students and the cell phones, we are not encouraging cell phones to come to the site. If they do, it's okay. They need to hand their phone to their group leader for the day, and they're able to pick it up from them in the afternoon if they have to have their phone. There is no reason, there's no curriculum, there's no programming that is cause for use of their phone. Now, they are able, if you want to talk to your student, you can call us and we can have them talk to you. If they want to talk to you, all they have to do is say the word and they're able to go to the office to call you if they need to. So we will not withhold that from them, but we are discouraging the use of cell phones during our program hours. Medications and injuries. If your student needs a medication and needs to take it during our program hours, feel free to send the marked prescription bottle with them to the site, and we will keep it safe for them. We cannot administer. They do need to self-administer. We will bring them in the office at the time. We'll watch them. We'll give them the water. We'll do everything that they need, but they're going to need to be able to take the medicine themselves. All of our staff are first aid and CPR certified and can administer basic first aid, which Band-Aids, ice packs, covering cuts, wounds, those kind of things. So you will hear about that either through a accident incident report or through a message on ProCare. But if injury appears to require further medical attention, parents will be notified, and if necessary, ambulance will be called from here. Our behavior policy is fair and gives our students a chance to recoup before more steps are taken. Everybody starts their days on good choices. That's staff and students alike. That means they're meeting expectations. They get reminders, they get chances to take breaks. But when a student has continued to make poor choices and had a serious behavior issue, which will include physical aggressions or verbal aggressions, we may fill out an incident report. It might be followed with a phone call. Depending on the severity of the issue, it may result in having to go home for the day or lose a field trip. But those issues are separate and handled individually as they come. Some of our community partners and special days are the following. We'll have Dweneman African Drumming. Penn Civilians is agriculture education. Excuse me. Transformation Martial Arts will be here. Soccer for Success. We'll have a career fair for all of our students, age appropriate. We'll have mock interviews for our 6th graders. Snapology is going to be on site with robotics and engineering. Keystone Kids Space will be here with some STEM activities. Wildlife Adventures is going to bring some animals and animal education on site for us. And we'll have a special lunch that's provided by a sponsor one time a week. So every day won't be cold sandwiches and the vegetable and the milk. We'll have some special lunches. We had our first one this week, which was chicken nuggets and French fries, and the kids really love that. We'll also have theme days on every Wednesday, and you'll get that information in ProCare. Our field trips include bowling on week 1. On week 4, Refreshing Mountain for kindergarten through 6th grade in the State Museum for our pre-K. In week 5, kindergarten through 6 will be going to Get Air, and pre-K will be going to Monkey Joe's. And on week 6, everybody is going to go to Lake Tobias. We will take parent volunteers and parent chaperones. If you're interested, just please let Miss Novita know by sending us a message on ProCare or calling the program phone at 717-839-0773. If you have not, and I think everybody has, but if you have not completed the forms that you need to complete, you will need to do that before your student is approved to attend. Well, that's it. I hope that I hit all of the questions and gave you all of the information that you need. If I didn't, please feel free to reach out to me or to Miss Novita or to Miss Reg, our site coordinator, so that we can answer those questions and that we can have a great summer. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.